Okay, I was just about to tell y'all that we picked up on the episode just as Drew is being confronted by Porsha about her relationship with Portia's baby daddy Dennis. Portia decides she's gonna break the fourth wall, and she tells producers, or she asks producers, "Can I break it? Can I break it?" And the producers are like, "Go ahead, child. We ain't got nothing else to do." And so Portia broke the fourth wall and finally said, "You know, you've been running behind my back and filming with Dennis." And so, Drew, it was interesting because Drew looked shocked. Drew was like, "Listen, Dennis is producing some songs for me. I was on tour with Tamar Braxton, and he reached out to me, and it's like, all the ladies were quiet because it seemed to me that Portia, is in her feelings because someone is pulling a Portia on her. Okay, if you recall, Portia, allegedly did the same to Fallon, even though Fallon was messing with the pool boy. That does not negate the fact that Portia rolled up on Simon knowing that he was married to Fallon, and she did what she did. She got in betwixt their marriage. Now she's pissed off that her friend Drew is, running around behind her back with her baby daddy. Now, I don't know how true that is because, again, like I told you, Drew called Portia at the end of episode, the reunion episode on season 15, and they talked, which kind of opened the door for their friendship. So it's given that they're all in this together, and so nobody believes that Drew and Dennis are kicking it. Nobody even believes that Dennis is a producer, but we're gonna play along for the sake of playing along. Let me see what y'all saying in here. You said, and Drew did what Portia had did. She is too calm in her response. Okay. It's given Portia was producing and Drew was looking at her like, "Bitch, what are you doing?" Okay. All the ratings have come in. Okay. Oh no, it's still low. Season 16, episode 2. Oh Lord, that's not good. Thank you for the ratings, JJ. But we gonna keep going. Um Okay, Portia calls Drew a low down and dirty individual. And it's interesting because, like I said in my title, Portia has audacity. How dare Portia call somebody a low down and dirty individual when we've been reading them court documents all summer long about how she did her soon to be ex husband? And she allegedly even called the ICE on him. Allegedly. She been posted up in his house. She done kicked his kids out, and she got the nerve to call Drew a low down and dirty individual. OMG. But for real though, she also goes on to claim that Drew scheduled a photo shoot for her Go Naked hairline because she's an influencer for her Go Naked hair, and she didn't want her to do it. So it kind of got kind of confusing. That kind of muddied the waters for me because it's like, what you really mad about? You mad about her filming behind her back with behind your back with Dennis? Are you mad about her, doing a Go Naked hair photo shoot without your permission? Like, what are you mad about? And how does this make her a low down and dirty individual? I don't get it. Okay. I don't care what Carlos King has said. This ain't the Carlos King show. This is the Michelle ATLien Brown show. And I already explained to you about the ratings 15 gazillion quadrillion times. Y'all gonna learn 6 months from now when all this shit come tumbling down. You're gonna be like, Michelle had told us. But I'm digressing. Um, yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think that Portia was really mad about in that scene, or do you think it was all manufactured and planned? Okay. Meanwhile, Shamia is over it. Everybody is over it. Shamia gets them all together to go to the pool because she was like, first of all, this is my birthday party, and we in my house, and I'm tired, and we gonna go to the pool with all my Caucasian friends that live in my neighborhood, and we gonna all jump in the pool and play, and that's what they did because it was her birthday. Moving on, we finally got a scene with Angela Oakley and Charles Oakley, basketball player. And remember I told y'all over the summer, I said I had heard that Charles Oakley was going to be the new Peter Thomas, and he is giving us what we expected. Angela gets some screen time at home while Charles Oakley and they are in the kitchen cooking with their kids. We find out their history about the babies, about this and about that. Apparently he has a kid on her. I don't know because he got 2 kids, she got a kid, and they got a kid together or something like that. I might have it all wrong. Um, Oh, but I got some tea. I got some tea. I got some tea. There is this story about Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams told this story a while back, and this is just a sidebar. Okay, this is a sidebar. Wendy Williams told this story a while back on her radio show about how a wife of a basketball player had told her that it was about, no, this not on her radio. Was it on her radio show or on her TV show? I don't know. It was one of them. But she was talking about how a wife of a basketball player had told her that, sometimes you just have to deal with the stuff that they do. He had a baby on me. I'm good, da, da. And so it was around the time that Wendy was, thinking that, her husband was cheating on her, whatever, whatever. And so come to find out it was Angela. It was Angela. It's in the blog somewhere. Y'all go find it. But I had read it. I was like, oh, it was Angela who said, sometimes you just gotta stay with them. You gotta work through the problems. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. So yeah, so Wendy Williams had actually told that story, and I wish she was back so she could tell it again. Okay. But I'm digressing. She ain't here, so I told it. Okay. But yeah, it's a story. So y'all can Google it and pull it up. But Charles Oakley, he is not here for it. Okay. They said, in the NBA, he is known for slapping men who owe him some money. He's done a lot of things on the court. He is very outspoken. And so when Angela is at home telling her daughter all the things that happened at Shamia's birthday party, Charles Oakley is in the corner like, why the hell you talking about them? Like, don't talk about them. Let them talk about you. Which, she didn't heed to his advice, so because she kept talking. And eventually she said, he said, you would work with one of my exes. And she, looked kind of crazy. But he said, you would work, would you do it? And he was like, no, all of them a bunch of lames. I'm like, oh shit. He's already telling you how he feels. Okay. You said they also didn't show one of the children. Oh, okay. They got married. Didn't they get married afterwards? Ooh, child, I don't know. Y'all have to dig into that. I ain't really dig into all that. But there's that little situation with them in the house was interesting because again, for the first time, we get to see Charles Oakley's personality that everybody has been saying that he's going to be taking over the screen. Like Angela is going to kind of be like the Cynthia to Charles Oakley's Peter. Okay. Porsha and Kenya, they're frenemies with matching Rolls Royces. Okay. It was interesting that the intro scene showed us that Kenya and Porsha both have Rolls Royces. While Kenya's was bought and paid for with her own money, producers were quick to show that Porsches was gifted by Simon, and it is beige with Mandarin interior. Okay, it's like, what the hell is going on here? So, as you remember, Simon was online during that time, like, blasting Porsche, sending cease and desist about his Rolls Royce. But I guess they was like, we don't care, we're gonna film it anyway. Now Porsha and Kenya met at Divine, is a Divine restaurant in Midtown. I've been there several times. They got some good lamb and rice, honey. That rice is really good. And the energy is interesting between the two. Like Kenya is acting real humble, even though she wasn't even fired yet. It's like she's acting like Porsha is the star and she's just a supporting character. And so I found that interesting. You said Porsha doesn't have a storyline. Simon was her storyline. Drew's storyline is her baby daddy. And she's mad. Those fake tears. Porsha is delusional as F. Okay. Producers were very messy. Okay. Well, as far as Kenya and Porsha, they also show a montage of their history. The buy Ashy moment, the moment where Porsha didn't know if she was Miss USA or Miss America, all those different little moments that Porsha and Kenya have had over the years. They didn't show was Porsha dragging Kenya across the stage by her weave and Carlos King picking them up and dragging Porsha off the stage. I remember that. But I'm digressing. Now, the two have had years of side eyeing and shading each other, but yet they sitting there laughing and bonding. And it's interesting because that has never happened before in the entirety of the show. I have never seen a Porsha and Kenya sit down. Like, I don't know. The last one we saw was the first season. Porsha was on there, I think it was. And I think that was the buy Ashy moment. But anyway, it says they're bonding over their Rolls Royces. But there's that. I even said, in my post that it's too bad that Kenya fumbled this reunion before it got to be a thing. Like Kenya and Porsha could have been the new freaking frack, but Kenya got the boot and it's coming up and you know, Phaedra got her money. Now, as you know, Kenya is not a full-time peach holder this season. In fact, she is considered what is considered a guest of. Okay. And I don't know whose guest Kenya is, but it seems like in every scene she is a supporting character. I don't know what's been cut out or whatever, but every scene that Kenya is in, she is literally sitting there listening while the main peach holder is telling her stuff. Like she went over Drew's house and Drew was telling her everything that was going on with Ralph. Kenya, we don't know nothing that's going on with her because I don't know. I guess the conversation went one way. This situation, they sitting there at the restaurant. Porsha is telling about the marriages, telling about Porsha. She's Simon's fifth wife. You know, she said one of his marriages was fake. She was just spilling the tea. We don't know nothing going on with Kenya. We don't know where Mark is. We don't know what's going on with her house. We don't know nothing. They don't even care. They just cut it all out. But you know, as a guest, we don't care about their lifestyle. Okay. But anyway, Porsha continues spilling tea about Simon, and she even says that when she was over her mama house, the security camera rang, and she looked at it, and she saw Simon in the house with a woman. And so it's like, did you see him sleeping with the woman? I did the woman just come in? I was the woman the nanny? Like, we need more details because it seems like every single time we hear Porsha accuse Simon of something, it's like it's not working. Like, is she getting sued right now but for saying that he had ED? So if he had ED, why he got a woman in the house? He can't do nothing anyway. Why you mad? Like, I'm trying to figure this out because like Portia done told us 50 gazillion different stories. Like, is he illegal? Is he a scammer? Is he like what? Like, does he have ED? Is he cheating? Like, what is it? She like in the divorce, she doesn't say. So I guess she's trying to figure it out. So anyway, um, she also said that there was some situations where Simon said he was sitting in a car and the police surrounded him, and he can't get in trouble because he got a green card, all that. And even Kenya was like, "That's true, that's true." So Portia admitted the man got a green card on the TV. We saw it. Did y'all not see it? If he got a green card, that means he's not illegal. Anyway, I'm digressing. Bravo also pays. Oh, I even said this. Bravo didn't pay no mind to that cease and desist because he showed the cars. Yeah. Moving on, there's that, portion Kenya. We anyway. Now as far as Kelly, we finally get a scene with Kelly. You said Michelle, I said the same thing. Who is the woman? Yes, who is the woman? You said the men with ED be trying to do something, they still be doing stuff. Okay, well, maybe he was still doing stuff. I don't know. I just think Portia be saying stuff on the surface and she just be lying. You know what I mean? Like, she says just a little so that you can finish the narrative. So now she said she saw a lady on a security cam. She didn't say he was cheating with the lady. She was real careful with that. But there's that. Now we finally get a little bit of information about Kelly. Kelly, we see her expanding her business. She's looking at a location for Nana's Chicken and Waffles. Um, it was interesting. And here's another Easter egg for you guys. I got to pull up the website for this. Here's another Easter egg for you guys. Did y'all know that did the project manager look familiar to y'all? I don't know. He kind of looked familiar to me. And I was like, he sure looked familiar. And then I went looking and I found out that the project manager is Don Juan's husband. Okay. Don Juan's partner. Don Juan's longtime live-in boo. Did y'all know that? Okay, Von Zipper even said it's Don Juan's husband. Okay, y'all remember this? Look. Okay, I gotta bring up the pictures because I can't. There they go right there. That's the project manager with Don Juan. Yeah, that's him right there. Okay, yes, for y'all think I'm playing. I'm dead serious. And look, that's them. That's them. Yeah, they go together real bad. They are lifetime lovers. I'm just saying. And that ain't no bad thing. It is what it is. Um and yeah, so you go watch the video. They live together and they do TikToks in the house together. They go done one doing one TikTok and then they go him doing another TikTok in the same bedroom. So yeah, it was all yeah. Anyway, it is what it is. But that video is up But I was like, who is that? But so he was telling Kandi, and people were saying on Twitter and everything that he was being very like dramatic. Oh, it's going to be finished. I don't know if it's going to be finished. I don't know what's going to happen and all this stuff. And it's like, dude, stop acting and just move on. And fun fact, he's also been an actor in one of Candy's movies. I think he was in that movie The Pass. Yeah, so he's in the Candy Coated Click family. Okay, moving on. Like this video. Like this video. Brit Edie. We finally get a little scene with Brit Edie and Mike. Dunn one is Candy's assistant. Britt Edie and Mike discussed family planning, and it was a little bit cringeworthy. Now, people have been claiming that her husband is a member of the LGBTQ, but I don't know that to be a fact. But they were saying that he was acting real like stank about the baby making, and he didn't look like he was happy about it at all. And when Britt said that she wanted to have IVF because she's determined to have a girl, because Mike already has a 15-year-old boy. The people was like, well, they ain't even having sex anyway. And I'm like, well, how can you make that assumption? But people also said that their bedroom is right next door to the mama bedroom because the mama live there. So they can't be doing much of nothing. Because that's why Britt was saying she want to move, because they want a bigger house so that the mama won't be next door to them. So if they are doing something, they're not doing it in the house. Or if they are doing it in the house, that's real disrespectful to moms. Okay. But whatever. You said he's not very handsome. Oh, you said that man don't like her at all. Oh, okay. I don't know what's going on with Brit, but it just seemed weird. And then people was talking about, Brit's nose, Brit's face, Brit's this, Brit's that. And I'm not going to even go there because y'all already them ran it in the ground. She does talk a little bit weird, like something's wrong with her nose, but there's that. Now, Shamia and her surrogacy journey was an interesting and heartfelt segment. Shamia paid a visit to Shadina Blunt, who is the same woman who carried Kandi Burruss's baby. She was Kandi's surrogate as well. And she also went into business with, I believe Kandi is a silent partner in that business as well. But she went into business with Dr. Jackie, and she has a surrogacy consulting business, which all started after she went on TV as Kandi surrogate. Now, the situation that happened with uh Shamia's daughter is different, in that Shadina was diagnosed with breast cancer as she was well deep into the pregnancy, and the baby had to be induced. We talked about that on, I've been following this journey as well because I am a Shamia fan. And Shamia shared a lot of her journey on her Instagram, which really is one of the reasons why they really wanted her to have a peach this season, because she had a really big story to tell. So just them two talking about it was interesting, because Shadina seemed to feel guilty that she was diagnosed with cancer in the midst of carrying the baby, and the baby having certain birth defects because of it. But they both seem to have gotten along. But Shamia is there now because she still wants to expand their family. She also reveals that she's had several miscarriages. She even had an ectopic pregnancy, but she wants to try surrogacy again because she has embryos saved. She has 2 boys and 2 girls. And so she still wants to expand her family. So she's looking for a surrogate. Now, the people on Twitter, I was looking at the live Twitter, and they was just like, I know she ain't going to Shadina again. No, she's not going to Shadina again. She was going to Shadina's consult company in order to get a surrogate. And Shadina actually has other people who are surrogates and can connect Shamia to another person. So there's that. I thought that was very interesting, and it was very informative for others who are going through similar journeys. And prayers up to both ladies, because it's got to be a hard situation to deal with, because Shamia has to deal with her child going through all of those various surgeries, and Shadina got to deal with the fact of she was carrying somebody else's baby while she was diagnosed with cancer. Like, none of that is funny. It's all serious, and it's not even entertaining to see. But again, I told y'all earlier about the cancer journey that I'm on with my mom. Like, just hearing it just makes my heart cry for both of them. You said the show is boring though. Okay, that's fine, but I still like Shamia, and I'm still gonna talk about it. But until it's canceled, we're gonna keep going. Okay. Shamia versus Angela. Okay. Shamia, Angela, and Drew meet at a gym. And it's interesting because the first thing I thought is, what happened to Drop It with Drew? What happened to drop it with Drew? I mean, Drew found Ozempic and just dropped everything else, did she? Because Drew is skinny now. Drew is very, very skinny. But yeah, remember dropping with Drew? They had a whole gym, they had a workout facility, all kind of stuff. They ain't got it no more. So she was at somebody else's gym and they all was working out, and it was, what it was. And so after the workout, they all three sat around, Angela, Shamia, and Drew, and Shamia just, bluntly asked her, "Are you sleeping with Dennis?" And of course, she said no. But Angela had to jump in and was like, "Why are you Portia's mouthpiece? Why are you're Portia's PR?" And she would not let Shamia get a word in edgewise. So I mean, Shamia was right in her confessional when she was like, Angela was quiet as a mouse. I didn't even know the lady talked, because this is the first time I ever heard her talk. Because at the party, remember, her wig was slipping and she didn't want to be on camera and she didn't want to talk, so she didn't talk then. But she talking now since she had that headband on. She had to worry about her wig slipping. But I'm digressing. But anyway, Drew claps back by saying that Shamia is Portia's lapdog. And throughout the seasons, Shamia has been called Portia's lapdog. Shamia has taken up for Porsha too much on occasion, and nobody knows why, because Portia doesn't support Shamia like Shamia supports Porsha. And it is what it is. Some people are more loyal than others, and we all know that Porsha isn't that loyal. Okay. Um Let me see what you said. You said that wig said it was time to go. Okay, it was hot. You said the wig had slipped again. It slipped with the headband on too. Oh no, not with the headband on, child. Shamia was playing the lapdog. I'm sorry, she was, and she was kind of rude at the gym. Not rude at the gym, child. Okay. But this final scene really just irked me. The final scene of Porsha and Dennis. Okay, y'all remember Porsha and Dennis was at the family play center with Pilar running around. Porsha all blinged out with her strapless outfit on and her lace showing. Okay, listen, I don't know what it is about these wigs this season, but the lace is lacing. And Portia's go naked hair was not naked this time, because we saw that lace. It was bright. It was just right here. And they said she had on contact lenses. Why Portia had on contact lenses? I don't get it. But anyway, um, she meets Dennis. Okay, everybody talk about Dennis look like Jermaine Dupri come wilding in there with his shades on and the family fun sitter dressed in all black like the Omen. And Dennis, tries his usual smooth talk, okay, saying that he relates to Drew's divorce, and that's why they in the studio together, because they feel like they can make music. Drew's going through a divorce. He saw Porsha get married a million times, and it hurt his heart. And I'm like, boy, bye. Anyway, but again, they're all acting, but we here for it, okay. Um, Porsha does an on-scene confessional, which we haven't seen since Nene and Kim shifted Sheree's wig. Well, it was Kim that shifted the wig. Nene was out there yelling at Lindsay Lohan daddy. Remember that? What season was that? Was that season 1? But that was an on the scene confessional. Okay. This on the scene confessional, they pulled Porsha to the side. Porsha was crying. They was like invisible tears though, because I didn't see none fall, but she did have them on them contacts. That's why she had on them contacts. That's why, because contacts make your eyes water. Oh my God. We have broke the code. Portia had on them contacts so it could look like she was crying. Okay. Anyway. Um She was crying on the side, talking about, he don't deserve my tears. And she just want loyalty from him. And it's interesting again, Portia's talking about loyalty like since when? Like Porsha, the audacity. Okay. Do y'all think Porsha is loyal? And do you think Porsha deserves loyalty from Dennis? Let me know in the chat. Okay. Um, I'm not finished. I'm not finished. I'm not finished. We get a hot mic moment towards the end. Portia leaves out 10 minutes later. Her and Dennis are in Simon's car. Like, how you in your husband's car with your baby daddy? Now that you talk about loyalty. You talk about loyalty, and you sitting in your husband's car with your baby daddy and your daughter in the back seat, and you up here fussing at your baby daddy while Pilar is in the back. Now I don't understand. She was like, and you'll see what happens, when it comes down to Pilar, to your daughter. And it's like, is she trying to keep Pilar away from Dennis if he doesn't like stop filming? Like, what's gonna happen? I don't understand. So that was interesting to see. because she was asking, she said it's messy and, he should be trying to represent them as a family. Now you and Dennis is a family. Like, are y'all getting back together? Like, is y'all married? Like, what's going on? But, Dennis act like he just didn't care. He don't know. He was like, what's going to happen? Wait. So, we'll see what happens next week. So my thing is Dennis, Drew, business. What is Porsha actually mad about? Because I can't figure it out. The acting is bad. The optics are bad. The storyline is bad. Is it the hair? Is it the go naked hair? Is it Dennis in the studio with Drew? Is it Dennis allegedly being seen out with Drew? Like, what is it? Is it all of the above? Y'all tell me. I put in my post. Either way, the manufactured drama is already exhausted, and they're only on episode 2. What we gonna do, y'all? What we gonna do? Now, I put the link in the chat for y'all to call in. Y'all let me know what y'all think in this chat. I forgot what y'all had said. Rating 1 to 10, 10 being the best. What would you rate it? They already said the ratings are low. Again, they got another series low. Let me go see again. What was it? JT, put it back in the chat, friend. It's another. Oh, it's just low. 672,000. 672,000 people. Okay. And 0.16 in the 18 to 49 demographic. It's another series low. And again, these are live views. I know some of y'all gonna be like, it don't matter. Live views don't matter, but they do matter to advertisers, and advertisers buy packages based off of live views and yada yada yada. I'm tired of telling y'all that over and over again. I don't care what nobody else say. They say that to they'll say something different so that y'all think they winning, but they ain't winning. When 3 episodes from now, when y'all be like, why they cut this season short? You'll know why. But anyway.